So, very excited about Blaze BYOB, all of them bosses, all 12 contestants bosses, but I want to have an uncomfortable conversation about that very space. The TV shows will not fix it, Safaricom will not fix it, Blaze cannot fix it. It needs to start in two places, at home and in school. Until we can let students begin to think critically, and then we teach entrepreneurship in school, we will never be a nation of innovators. And my biggest gripe, and this is one of those videos, I'm gonna get into trouble for it. My biggest gripe is with the school system and our education system as it is per se. And I keep telling Matiangi, you need to buy me lunch. What, you think I can't afford lunch? And I talk to you. I see it consistently when I meet children out of the private school system and the public school system. The public school system is clear, it's rote learning. Question nothing, nobody requires you to think, regurgitate what we give you, give us grades, go forth and hope to succeed. The private school system, the critical thinking is an integral part of learning every day. Question, give us an option. If you do not agree with what we've told you, then tell us why. Okay, and I understand there's only so much you can do if you are dealing with 100 children, 80 children, 50 children in a classroom versus 25 to 30 children. I get it. But we must begin to embrace the idea that children, not even teenagers, children can ask just one question: why? And all the mothers and fathers watching me know those years. They're about Nduku said that why when she was 2. And I remember that was probably the most agile point of my life because I had to be ahead of her. Because every time the why wasn't conclusive, it wasn't answered conclusively, I knew she was gonna say why. And then she would say, but why? And then we went through a period of calm. And then came the other bigger question, how? Yes, Mom, but how? Like when she asks me, how do the traffic lights change? You know, you do not know how to answer that. So as a parent, you begin to think. And I'll tell her things like, we're going to fuel the car. And I'll tell her, because once the fuel goes in, it allows the engine. Where's the engine? In the front, here in the bonnet. I open the bonnet and show it to her. That's what moves the car forward. Until the day we are actually fueling. And she says, but Mom, if the fuel goes in here, how does it get there? I don't know. But I found a YouTube piece that showed us. She got a bit of an answer. So those are very, very important ones. And now that she's 6, her new one is, how about? So she went from why to how, and then now she's like, I hear what you're saying, but I've got another idea. And I don't shut it down. And she doesn't go to schools where she's shut down. And all her friends are the same. I mean, my daughter is nothing. You should meet my niece, Lynn. Oi! I'm always like, how much can I do with you? And I better have answers because she is that child. But I keep saying the only way we will be a nation of innovators, a nation of true entrepreneurs, and in doing so, create jobs that we so desperately want, is that if we start changing what it is we're doing when they are kids. Critical thinking is important. Even before you can teach business and entrepreneurship, if they can't think critically, they'll never be able to appreciate business. It's as simple as that. And I want you to subscribe because I do want to now talk to parents. Yeah, we tend to blame the government, it's the media, and it's the schools that are just a problem for all of us. Yeah, and then there's a role you and I play. Okay? So subscribe and come back. And then call your friend and say, Karo anataka kutuingilia.